No one likes identifying as a codependent, so they're not going to identify as that. But they're going to identify as an empath. They're also likely going to try to be the fixer and all those kinds of things. But really, they're codependent. And they also often take on a victim role. I do all these things for you. I try to fix you. Why won't you just read the book? Why won't you just do the thing? What contributes to you is your values, your needs, and your wants. So I'm going to explain something to you. I didn't plan on doing this, but let's just fucking do it, right? Let's just get this shit going. Okay, so discovering our values is often quite hard, and I'm going to explain why. So the reason that discovering your values is hard is because often when we're in a family, I'm going to draw another person in your family, and this person is going to be the person who's everyone's needs navigated around, okay? So this is the other person in your family. And this person likes a good bottle, maybe. That looks weird. That might look like a dong or something, but I can't even draw this in a right way without, I was about to draw like liquid going in their mouth because I was going to make it look like a bottle, but let's just put a hand around that. They might like a good bottle. Really, my pictures are really fucked up. Okay, so this person is someone that the whole family pivoted around. So they might be an addict. They might be someone who has a chronic illness. They might be someone, it looks like a piece of bread. This person is not holding a dick. They are holding a bottle, just so we're clear. Okay, or a bowling pin. So this person is angry, is a narcissist, is a sociopath, is someone that the whole family pivoted around. Now, when the whole family pivots around this person, what happens is for a little kid, this kid learns to react to this person. So this kid learns to be on eggshells. This kid learns to learn what their needs and wants are to be safe. So they're constantly sensitive to emotion, to reactivity, to anger, anything that is about keeping safe. Now, what's important to recognize here is then, as this kid grows up, they will not recognize generally what their own needs are. They won't recognize what their own needs and their own wants are. And that's because they have developed a survival strategy of taking care of someone else's. Now this also, so pay attention because this is important. This also can be because this kid's job became taking care of this kid. And so this kid, their survival strategy is actually to take care and keep the peace. And so nothing has ever been. This kid likely never even got to be a kid. And so the other way that this can happen is that we can have a parent who is the same way or someone who left, right? And then we're here. Can you even see that? Yeah, you can. So we're here and no one is around us. So even if I had any needs and wants, no one's there to hear me. Now, what's interesting to recognize here is as an adult, if you want to figure out what your needs and wants are, then now here's, actually I'm going to clarify this. So what often can happen as adults is that this person will find relationships with people like this. And that is because so that's codependency. So they're going to find someone where their survival strategies are celebrated. I'm going to fix you, I'm going to help you, I'm going to need you, and my whole life is going to be about your needs. Now, that's pretty tough, right? Because then they don't know what they want, and they usually build up a ton of resentment because they're so pissed that everyone else's life it's always about someone else's life when really they created that whole experience, and that's what we call codependency. Now, the other side of this is, and in other work, they might call this like the overfunctioner and the underfunctioner. So some people are the overfunctioner and they're the person who's trying to get them to read the book and trying to get them to change and trying to get them to get sober. And the other person is known to like not have it figured out, and they're the ones who always needs the book, and oh man, they're the one who always feels like they're broken and they hurt people, and oh my God, like it's always about me and I'm fucked up. And so what just happens is that both people actually live in roles they were taught. And this is why it's important. Both people contribute to it. Now, here's a real important caveat. which is the people who take on the overfunctioning role usually will identify as empaths. No one likes identifying as a codependent, so they're not going to identify as that. But they're going to identify as an empath. They're also likely going to try to be the fixer and all those kinds of things, but really they're codependent. And they also often take on a victim role. I do all these things for you. I try to fix you. Why won't you just read the book? Why won't you just do the thing? But the thing is that they're still living out the same childhood story, which is no one changes for me. No one chooses for me. I'm not enough for someone else to step up and be different. But what they're doing is constantly creating a contract too that says, you're broken and it's my job to fix you. And so what that does is it creates a one up, one down. I'm healed, I'm healthy, you're not. Why do I do all these things, you don't? And so you're actually automatically creating a divide where they can never meet you. And what that does is it keeps your role safe. So if someone actually tried to love you, you'd be like, fuck that. That person's boring. I need someone who's a project. And another person who identifies as a project actually has a hard time actually imagining themselves whole. They don't know how to step into that power. They naturally draw in people like this. Now, of course, this fixer can also really get drawn in by a narcissist too. And that's a whole other form of manipulation.